Hey everyone, how you guys doing? I hope you're having a super great day so far. So I wanted to come on and share with you what our new Spring Summer 2023 products are. You guys are going to be amazed. Truly, you're going to be amazed. So let's jump right in and let me start sharing these products with you. So Pampered Chef is working really hard at expanding their pantry items. Now, before I tell you what they are, I just want to remind you guys that pantry items, which includes our seasonings and our mixes and our breads, the doughs, all that stuff, these items are tax-free. So that's just a good thing to know. So, two of the seasonings that we're adding to our line actually were exclusives for those of us who do taste buds. Now, if you're not sure what taste buds is, send me a message. You can email me, text me, you can call me, send me a private message through Messenger, and we can talk to you about what taste buds is. So we got to try these things first. So the first one is our black truffle and herb. Now, this is delicious, and if you want some recipes, let me know. I can share with you some recipes. This is delicious. I've had this on roasted vegetables, I've had it on chicken, and I've actually put it on pork, and it was really good. It was good on everything. This is really good. Our second one is a green goddess. Now, if you have not tried this, this is so good. It's like you could just drink it, honestly. Make this in this sauce. You will want to just drink it. It is so good. So good. Now, the next item we've added to our pantry line is our sourdough bread. So there's no more mixing and saving and doing all this sourdough starter and all this stuff. I don't know a whole lot about it. I do know there's a lot of people making sourdough starter, or they're sharing it. They're sending it all over the place. You don't need to do that anymore with this. So you can just make sourdough at home. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So now I'm going to just kind of work my way up to the key items. So we have these two little guys, and aren't they cute? They look like clothespins. So I want to show you how they work. So they come in a set of two, and there's magnets on the back so you can hang them on your fridge. So this part right here is actually a cutter. So you can put this in here and whip it across, and look, you can do this, and then when you have your package open, you can close it up and put the little clip on there. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cool? And they come in a set of two. I think that's actually going to be very popular. My husband, that's my grandson, and I went for a walk here, so we bought some candies and some treats, and my husband opened it. Anyway, I don't know about you guys, but I love kitchen gadgets. Love kitchen gadgets and tools. And over the years, I've had so many. I've gone through so many. And then I became a Pampered Chef consultant, 5.5 years ago? 5.5 years ago. And now pretty much all of my kitchen gadgets and tools are Pampered Chef. And I am very thankful for them. So the next thing I want to show you, and you're thinking, like, what the heck is that? It looks like a set of teeth, doesn't it? I just love this. It's so funny. And my husband and I were away for 2.5 weeks in February, and my daughter was over here helping look after my cats, my boys, I call them, and she was going to take this on me. So any guesses as to what this could be? No, it's not for cleaning false teeth. It's not for that. Actually, what it's for is for cleaning utensils. I don't have any utensils in my sink. Let me grab one. Okay, so for instance, you have this egg turner, and you know when you're flipping things over, whether it's pancakes, anything with a batter on it, even flipping over eggs, if you're doing a whole lot, you get a bunch of stuff on the edge, and you have to kind of scrape it off. So what this is for cleaning all of your edges, right? cleaning your utensils. And so that's what this is for. And the first time I saw it, I looked at it, it's like, what the heck is that? I got a good chuckle out of it. And when I was showing my team, I was going like this. It's funny. I have a warped sense of humor. So we actually have the old, this is the old one, the dual-sided, dual-ended cleaning brush. And so we've just updated it. It's not restyled or anything. It just has a new color. So it looks really nice in my kitchen because my kitchen is, you can't see it, my kitchen is gray. Bottom is gray and the top covers are white. Okay, onwards and upwards. We have a new scoop. So we have the small, medium, large one already. So this one is the extra large. The small scoop is 1 tablespoon. The medium scoop is 2 tablespoons. The large scoop is 3 tablespoons. And this extra large one is 4 tablespoons. Okay? So it's a great way to measure things out for those of us who are trying to lose weight. So you have your 1, 2, 3, and 4 tablespoons now. This is also good for making the larger muffins. If you are when you're making a nice dinner, you have people over and you want everyone to have the same amount of like scoops of potatoes. You could use this scoop for your potatoes because it holds 4 tablespoons. So you know what the measurements are. The other thing you could use this for, if you're making, what I like to do in my muffin pans is I'll make some meatloaf. So I could use this scoop and scoop it into my muffin pan, and I know they're all going to be the same amount of meat in there. And I don't actually eat meatloaf. I kind of use it as I use the same ingredients as what you would put in a meatloaf. I just don't put like the tomato soup or ketchup in it. And then I freeze it, and then when we thaw them out, I can use them as hamburgers. I use them when my son comes over. He can make like a sloppy joe or something out of it. And my husband does too, but my son mostly. So that's what I've been using it for lately. Next up, so we have this. So we have our the different tongs. So we have the small chef's tong, the large chef's tong, we have the pasta tongs, we have the saute tongs, and now we have like the flipper tongs. Honestly, I can't remember what the actual name of it is, but I call them the flipper tongs. So this side is just like a regular flipper, and on this side it is like it's got creases in it. So this side would be good for, you know, if you're like on a barbecue, you're trying to get under your sausages or hot dogs, burgers, you can use this side or you can use this side. And then this side is going to help you not drop it because it's more textured, right? Rather than it being smooth. So this is really cool. And of course, you know, you want to open, you have to put it down and it'll open because of this little mechanism here. And you want to close them, you just point them up and squeeze them together and they stay closed. Next up, we have another one of our, I call them choppers, they're not choppers. So we have the quick slice, we have the apple wedger, this is a stone fruit wedger. So this is good for peaches, for plums, anything that has an oval pit, that's what this is for. So you would just put your peach or your plum, whatever, on the counter and push it down and it's going to section it for you. Just like our apple wedger, the pineapple wedger, the vegetable wedger. I have all of those. Now this one is another funny one. So I looked at this and this is called the cup. I've lost the name. The cup slicer. And I'm like, what? A cup slicer? Wow. Okay, well, I don't get it. So then I had to read the directions. And now I get it. So, just put this down a little bit. So, when you are cutting up things like, say, mushrooms or strawberries, kiwi, and you need to measure it. So you're just going to, of course, put your strawberries, mushrooms, avocado, whatever it is that you're slicing up. And this will hold a cup to a cup and a quarter. That's why this is called a cup slice. So you're just going to keep slicing it, whatever it is that you're slicing up, until you get a cup, essentially. So that's what this is. It's a cup measurement. I just chuckled at it. Now, for those of you who love our coated knives, we actually have redesigned them. Well, I guess the design is mostly the same, but we've updated the colors. They're more fun colors. And I haven't opened these yet because I already have my set of knives over here, right there. So I'm on the fence as to whether or not I should open these up and show everyone. So anyway, we have the green, it's a different shade of green utility knife. What is this one? This is the paring knife, the chef's knife, Santoku knife, bread knife, and this is the tomato knife, or serrated knife. So we have a new set of those, and we also have coated steak knives. Aren't they nice? So nice. And now, I'm not sure if you guys know or realize this, but these knives are so sharp, it's crazy. It's ridiculous how sharp these knives are, honestly. And they will keep their sharpness for a long time, for years, honestly. Unless, of course, you kind of manhandle them or something. I'm just going to put these over here. Now, just have a few items left. So, next up is a tart pan. So this comes out, the insert comes out. So I know a lot of people think, tarts aren't that big, but yes, you can make, it's almost like a pie, right? So, but it is a tart. And the reason why this section comes out is so you can put, because the crust is a little bit thicker, remember? So you could put this on your serving dish, right? Or you could probably slide it off as well onto your serving dish. And it comes with the lid, so you could actually leave it in there if you wanted to. So, not to be outdone, we also have a 9x9 pan, and the colors are just our signature color. Isn't it beautiful? I absolutely love it. So it also comes with a lid. So I just love them. And I bake a lot. Now that I have this amazing tart pan, I can make better fruit plans. We're down to the last couple of items. Now, let's see if I can put this down without... Okay, we're adding to our cast iron collection. So we have a cast iron grill pan. We've already used this. We used it last night to make burgers, and it did a spectacular job. And this can be bought separately. You can buy them as a set, but you can buy this separately. So this is our new grill press, and it works, well, as I said earlier, it works like a hot damn. It works fantastic, and we absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Now, last but not least, I'll put this back up just a little bit if I can, and I'm going to show you what the last item is, and it's on the front page of the catalog. Now, it's another appliance, and it is amazing. Amazing. I absolutely love it. Now, this is what it is. It's a stand mixer. Now, I'm sure many of you probably have a KitchenAid, as I do as well. And I love my KitchenAid. I'm probably not going to be getting rid of it anytime soon because I have all the attachments, right? I have the pasta maker, I have the meat grinder, I have the sausage maker. So I have all of that stuff for my KitchenAid. So I'll also make that stuff with the KitchenAid. But this is an amazing, amazing tool. So I'm going to start with start with this. So this weighs 12 to 16 pounds. I can't remember the exact weight. So when you pull this handle up, this just comes up on its own, which is really nice. Now, this is a 5-quart or 5.6 liter bowl. So what I like about this is, I don't know if you can see this, there's like little divots on, there's 4 of them on here, and the inserts are here in this area. So you can have a bowl like this, or if you're like right or left-handed, you can have the handle of the bowl wherever it is that you need or want it to be. It can go essentially just about anywhere. Okay, so it also comes with the attachments. So you have this guy. Now you'll notice that ours is shaped just a little different. Rather than it being shaped to go kind of down, ours is straight across. So what this does is help to keep everything in the bowl, rather than, you know, how it'll climb up. The batter will come up here and kind of center around the top part of I call this the whisk. It won't do it with this one. Now we also have, of course, the kneader. This is for dough. And we have the mixer, which is this one. So with ours, we put this little scraper on the side, so it keeps everything going down into the bottom and around the bowl and into this part, rather than it kind of creeping up again and coming up around the top, and you don't have to try to sneak a little scraper or something, you know, down along the sides while this is turning around, or stop it and clean the sides of the bowl, because this will do it. Isn't that fantastic? I love this. As I said, I don't consider myself a baker. I just enjoy baking. So I make lots of muffins, and I make tarts, and I make some pies. I don't make cakes. I'm not a cake lover. What I do is I make a loaf, or I turn the loaf into muffins. Just makes it easier to eat, especially when we have grandkids that love all these things. So, you can also purchase a shield. This is separate. So you would just put this on, and it's going to keep the batter in the bowl. And also, if you're pouring, you can hold this on, and it can come out this chute here, which is really nice. So, other things about this is the fact that the cord has its own little nesting area. Now this, when you plug this in and turn it on, it will tell you all the different settings here. And in the book that it comes with, it tells you how to use it, what to do with it. And it also tells you, when you're making something, which attachment to use. Isn't that awesome? And there are some presets on here. So if you're whipping something, you put it on whip, and it will start slowly, and then it'll get up to speed, whatever the speed is that is in the preset. Now, if you don't want it to go at, start slow and move up, or if you just want to do something on your own, there's also a custom setting. So when you turn this on, and there is a switch over here to turn it off and on, you just turn this to wherever it is that you need for it to be, click on start, just push the button in, and there's also a timer on here, so you can set the timer if you want to, like say, if you're making bread and you want to knead your bread for 8 minutes, you can set the timer for 8 minutes, and it'll go for 8 minutes and it'll turn off. Isn't that fantastic? I love all of these features. Absolutely love them. They're going to be so, I know it's going to be very helpful for me, because I bake all the time. I bake bread a couple times a week, and I make cookies and muffins and tarts and squares and everything else a couple times a week. I give it all away though, except for the bread. And in here, there's all kinds of recipes for different things. Now, the other thing I want to share with you is, did you know that you can use the stand mixer to make savory dishes? What? I had no idea. I've never, other than, trying to make sausages or grinding meat, I never knew that. I never ever knew that. So in here, there are recipes on how to make, that one's cookies, brownies, mixer magic. Just gotta show you. Whipped cream, vanilla cupcakes, come on. Where are they? Southwestern chicken and dumplings. Okay. Roasted garlic mashed potatoes. I've never thought about putting mashed potatoes in my potatoes to put them in my stand mixer. Meatloaf, homemade hamburgers. Never ever thought for 1 minute about doing that stuff. You can make shredded chicken. Wow. You could make chicken salad sandwiches, egg salad in here. If you're making something like, say, fish cakes, put your fish in there. You can mix it all up. You put everything in there. Like I couldn't believe it. I was completely in awe. So anyway, these are just some great ideas for you. So your stand mixer is not just for baking. It's for savory dishes too. And you can bet your bottom dollar I will be making some amazing, amazing savory dishes with mine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. If there are more products that you want to see you want to see more of them, let me know and I can share that with you. So I hope you have a terrific day and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye for now.